Hello friends, welcome to yet another video at Finance MCQ channel. I am CMA Akula Sridhar. Friends, I am covering your costing topic of technical syllabus in general stream. Friends, this technical syllabus apart from costing have many other topics such as commerce and accountancy, management, finance, companies act and economics. And friends, this technical syllabus is very much important for your selection as it covers 100 marks in phase 1 and is also having 2/3 weightage, that is more than half, in phase 2 of your SEBI grade A officer exam. So friends, in this channel we will be covering your entire technical syllabus, so stay tuned and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So friends, let's begin. Friends, as of now, under lean system and innovation we covered the following topics. First, we understood the concept of lean system. Then we studied various techniques of lean system such as just-in-time system, Kaizen costing, 5S, where it includes sort, set in order, shine, standardize and sustain. Then we understood total productive maintenance, where we studied a concept of OEE, that is overall equipment effectiveness. Then we studied cellular manufacturing, and in the end we went through Six Sigma. We also took a case study of an Indian organization called Mumbai's Dabbawala, which has actually achieved the Six Sigma quality standards. So friends, let's move on and cover the remaining part of our syllabus. Next we will study process innovation. So friends, process innovation means the implementation of a new or significantly improved production or delivery method. Friends, the process of innovating new solution could fall into either production, delivery or support services. So next we will see the application of process innovation in production area. Friends, this is related to process, equipment, technology to enhance manufacturing or production process. Friends, this can come in three different forms, either in development of a new product or improvement of an existing product or adding a new feature to the existing product. Let's take an example of Henry Ford's invention of world's first moving assembly line. Friends, this process change not only simplified vehicle assembly but shortened the time necessary to produce a single vehicle from 12 hours to just 90 minutes. Moving on, let's see the application of process innovation in delivery. So friends, under delivery, process innovation involves tools, techniques and software solutions to help in supply chain and delivery system. Friends, this might include using barcode, tracking system or shipping software. In the end, let's see the application of process innovation in support services. Friends, innovation in process aren't limited to simply production or delivery, but also in areas including purchasing, maintenance and accounting services. For example, nowadays chatbots are addressing customer queries by initiating a conversation to narrow down the problem. So friends, let's move on and see the one more important concept of business process reengineering. So friends, it refers to the fundamental rethinking and radical redesign of business process to achieve dramatic improvements in critical contemporary measure of performance such as cost, quality, service and speed. So friends, it typically involves the analysis of companies' workflows, finding processes that are subpar or inefficient and figuring out to get rid of them or change them. So friends, let's move on and see the various principles of business process reengineering. So the first principle is organize around outcomes and not tasks. So friend, this principle says work should be designed such that it is result oriented and not process oriented. So friends, tasks performed by different people can be combined into one specialized task. For example, at an electronics company, a single individual can take a customer order, receive the order, deliver and install the item. So friends, as a result, what will happen that one person alone will be responsible for getting the item to the customer or for answering customer questions during the process. So friends, this will eliminate many handoffs, numerous errors, delays and misunderstanding. Friends, next principle is have those who need the result of a process perform the process. So friends, this principle states that the work should be done by the individual getting the output. Example, that is the consumer. Today, this can be observed in the case of self-service. For example, if a customer is facing any problem, he can be made to fill in the data himself instead of an office doing it for him. So what will happen? This will push the work to the customer and further improve the quality of data by making it more accurate and relevant for customers. Next principle is merging data collection and processing units. So friend, this means data handling must be done by the same person who is collecting the data. Friend, this will reduce the number of errors by eliminating external contact for a process. For example, if a company has a structure wherein one department collects the information while the other records it, friends, here the shared database will have many errors while translating the information from one department to another. So the company should try to merge both data collection and processing units. Friends, the next principle is treating geographically dispersed resources as if they were centralized. So friends, here the advances in information technology allows the company to connect separate units that are geographically dispersed by using a shared database. So we'll take an example of HP, where earlier 50 decentralized purchasing units provided excellent responsiveness and services to the plants, but prevented HP from benefiting from quantity discounts. So friends, after re-engineering, HP has centralized purchasing function with a centralized database of vendors with whom they have negotiated contracts. So by improving its process, they could actually get big orders at a discounted price. Next principle is line parallel activities instead of integrating their results. So friends, if parallel activities have been created, a company should use communication networks, shared database and teleconferencing to coordinate activities that must be eventually come together. For example, in a loan application process, decision by one function that will affect the loan decision must be immediately communicated to the other function to avoid chaos and confusion among the minds of consumers. Next principle is put the decision point where the work is performed and build control into the process. So friends, here the organization often distinguish between those who do the work from those who monitor and make decisions about the work. Friends, however, BPR emphasizes that decisions should be made by the person who is actually doing the work. So friends, the process can be improved by empowering the authority of the resources with the responsibility to make the decision and improve the workflow. So friends, here the role of manager is changed from controller and supervisor to a supporter and a facilitator. Next principle is capture information once and at the source. So friends, this principle focuses on collection of data once and using IT systems to pass it out to every task after that. So friends, it involves collection and storing data in online databases for all who need them. So friends, this principle facilitated by information technology such as telecommunication, networking, client or server architecture, electronic data interface and image processing, relational database system, barcoding, intelligent workflow software. Moving on, let's study the main stages of business process reengineering. So friends, the first stage is to define objectives and framework. So friends, first of all, the objective of reengineering must be defined in the quantitative and qualitative terms. So friends, the objectives are the end results that the management desires after reengineering. So friends, once the objectives are defined, the need for change should be well communicated to the employees, because the success of business process reengineering depends on the readiness of the employees to accept the change. Next stage is to identify customer needs. Friends, while redesigning the business process, the needs of the customer must be taken into prior consideration. The process shall be redesigned in such a way that it clearly provides the added value to the consumer. So one must take into account type of customer and customer groups, customers' expected utilities in the product and services, customer requirements, buying habits and consuming tendencies, customer problems and expectations about the product or service. Friends, next stage is studying the existing process. So friends, before deciding on the changes to be made in the existing business process, one must analyze it carefully, because the existing process provides a base for the new process, and hence what and why of the new process can be well designed by studying the right and wrongs of the existing business plan. Now the fourth stage is to formulate a redesigned business plan. So friends, once the existing business process is studied thoroughly, the required changes are written down on a piece of paper and is converted into an ideal redesign process. So friends, here all the changes are chalked down and the best among all the alternatives is selected. Friends, the fifth phase is implementing the redesign. So friends, here finally the changes are implemented into the redesign plan to achieve the dramatic improvements. So friends, here the new process is tested and its success is judged. So friends, there has to be an atmosphere of continuous process improvement which has to be promoted by management, in which the employees strive to make improvements that make a difference to the customer. So friends, let's study the case study of business process reengineering in Ford Motor Company. So friends, During depression in 1980s, Ford's top management decided to downsize its employees. So friends, it observed that its North American accounts payable processing alone employed some 500 persons. So friends, management initially decided to cut its account payable personnel by 20%. That is initially tried to minimize around 100 persons. So friends, what used to happen under the old system is that the accounts payable department had to match 14 different data items before it could make a payment to the vendor. So friends, since mismatches were numerous, the department spends most of its time resolving the discrepancies. So payments were delayed. Ford then implemented the new re-engineered procurement process. And friends, the new system represents a radical departure from the old. Here, there are no vendor invoices. Ford has asked its vendors not to send invoices. When the purchasing department issues a purchase order, it enters the order into an online database. And friends, here no copies of the order were sent to anyone other than the vendor. So friends, when the goods arrive at the receiving dock, a receiving clerk checks the goods against the database. Friends, if it is in order, the clerk accepts the shipment and returns the receipt to into the computer system. Friends, if there are any discrepancies, the goods are returned back to the vendor. So once the receipt has been entered into the system, the computer prepares the check which accounts payable sends to the vendor. So because of this, the Ford could achieve a 75% reduction in payables rather than the 20% initially planned. Furthermore, inventory control has been simplified and financial information is more accurate because there are no discrepancies between the financial record and the physical record of the goods received. Friends, further, since variances between the purchase order and goods received were not tolerated, vendors must accept the fact that if they deviate from PO, they will have the goods returned to them. So it brought a sense of discipline among vendors also. So friends, in today's lecture, we studied the concept of process innovation and we understood its application in areas of production process, then delivery process and support services. Then we went through an important topic called Business Process Reengineering, where we understood the principles of BPR and we went through main stages of BPR. In the end, we saw a case study of Ford Motor Company and saw how it benefited from BPR by making some fundamental change in its existing process. So that's all friends. Now let's go to your syllabus and reconfirm whether we covered the entire costing syllabus or not. So friends, in your costing topic, during the past few lectures, we covered overview of cost and management accounting, where we studied introduction to cost and management accounting, objectives and scope of cost and management accounting. We also studied friends various methods of costing such as single output or unit costing, job costing, batch costing, contract costing, process or operation costing, or costing of services sectors, that is operating costing. Friends, in our lectures, we also covered the basics of cost control and analysis in standard costing, marginal costing, budget and budgetary control. And friends, during the last 3 lectures, we covered lean system and innovation, where we studied first the introduction to lean system, and then just in time, Kaizen costing. We also studied 5S, that is sort, set in order, shine, standardize and sustain. Then friends, we studied total productive maintenance. We studied cellular manufacturing or one-piece flow production system. We also studied friends Six Sigma, and in the end we studied introduction to process innovation and business process reengineering. So friends, we have covered your entire costing syllabus. So I hope this series of lectures will be certainly helpful in your preparation of SEBI Grade A officer exam. So friends, for more practice of this topic in MCQ format, please visit financemcq.in, where we are presenting the entire SEBI Grade A exam technical syllabus in MCQ format. We are presenting 2000 plus subject-wise, topic-wise MCQ questions to practice. Plus, we have added explanation for correct answers wherever required for conceptual clarity. Apart from these friends, we are presenting 25 national level test series for more and more practice. So please do visit financemcq.in and practice well for your technical syllabus. So that's all friends. See you all tomorrow with some more insight on this topic. Till then, thank you very much for watching. Take care and goodbye.